Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us right here on Midday, Kentucky. How are we, girls?
Doing good.
We good?
Doing well this morning, yeah. Feeling good.
Yep.
That's nice to hear. It's a little warm.
It
Or
is.
it
I'm
just
glad
us
to
in
see
here?
it. I'm glad to see the
Really?
warmth come back. Yes.
Well,
I
in
am.
Montana, my buddy Curtis, who I used to work with in Utah, they had something like 10 inches of snow.
Oh, no.
And so he was out skiing. He skied.
wow.
Oh, I
all
bet you were jealous
weekend.
then.
I was so jealous, so jealous. I'm actually going to go up there in January and I'm going to fly to Salt Lake, pick up my other buddy, and we're going to drive up to Montana.
Oh, that'll be
together.
nice.
You're not
Don't
allowed
you
to.
think?
You're not allowed to leave us.
Oh, by the way, I have to tell you a bit of a shout out. I want to say thank you to customer service at Kroger
Okay.
in off Richmond Road, I think it is.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I don't know where I was. I can't remember
At
where I was. I went somewhere and then went to Kroger, and I don't know why I was over that way of town.
Yeah.
I was shopping. I took a phone call. I went to go to the checkout. My wallet was taken off the top of the trolley. I cannot tell you the panic of fear because I don't have an American driver's license.
Yeah.
Without that, I'm lost. I can't replace it.
Right.
Then all I thought about was the credit cards, and then I got so upset because of the wallet. So I thought I heard in my, when you're walking around, my name on the speaker,
Yeah.
but I'm so used to hearing my own name, you know what I mean? It sounds pretentious. That I just ignored it. And then when I lost it, I quickly hung up the phone, went over to customer service, and some lovely man, I don't know who he is, but thank you. Because
That's nice.
thank
That is
you
nice.
to the,
That
as G, thank
Thank
you.
Thank you. Thank you, fellow Kentuckians.
I cannot say a very honest man, and you made my day. So.
Oh, that's
sweet.
nice.
Whoever
is
that man
good.
was,
That is awesome.
customer service didn't know who he was. I wanted to give him some money to say thank you, but God is good, people.
That's Kentucky for you,
That's
though.
right.
That
People
is
are
Kentucky.
nice. They look out for each
rock
other.
And there was a
Kentucky,
little bit
I
of money in the wallet, nothing crazy, because you know me, I always pay on credit card to get the points. But it was still in there as well.
Yeah.
So that was
That's
nice.
fantastic.
Hey, Katie, we've got some little bit of news that you want to start off with.
I know,
today.
sad news. Everyone here talking about this in Kentucky now. Helen Penny Chenery, the first lady of American horse racing, passed away over the weekend. She was the owner and breeder of the famous horse Secretariat. She died Saturday at her home in Colorado. She was 95 years old. This was after complications from a stroke. Secretariat became a national celebrity when the movie was made out of it back in 1973.
73, the original movie?
No, that's when
Oh, I'm
that's
like-
when Secretariat won.
I swear I only saw it
Triple
just
Crown,
recently.
yep.
Oscar movie 2010 was up for Oscars in
Yeah,
2011, was snubbed, blah, blah, blah. But also, Miss Lisa, you were an extra in that. What were you
I
doing,
was.
like cleaning the stables or something?
No, I was up in the stands. I was up in the stands cheering and, doing all that. But yeah, and I got to meet Penny, and she was just a beautiful person. But yeah, it was quite an honor to be able to be an extra in that movie.
This is probably going to sound really crazy, but don't we have a monument here?
We do at the horse.
Thank
I
you.
believe it's at the horse park. I think.
Yeah,
I'm
I
fairly
wonder if
certain
there's
of it.
anything going on there. We should find out.
Yeah,
Do a
yeah.
little story out there or something. Hey, but let's move along to and brighten up your day with things you shouldn't be saying to your partner or threatening words to your partner. Okay, so I picked the top 10. There was a big list, and it's not my list. It's a list that I found on the internet. Let's bring up the list that we've got together. And the first one is you should never say divorce. Never threaten the word divorce.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. with
Unless you are willing to go through with it.
that. Right.
Yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that one. Always or never, you should be saying always or never. Absolute should be never be said to your partner. So, as an
Right.
example, you always come home at 5. We never do that on Sundays. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about that.
I don't know. I mean, what if you actually never do?
That's what I was wondering too.
Shut up. I've never
Oh
told
yeah.
someone to
We
shut
don't
up.
like- That's a bad word in our
Yeah,
house.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's really something.
Yeah, you're not my mum.
No, sometimes that needs to be said.
Oh, really?
I think.
I'm not your mother.
Yeah.
I might have said that a few times.
Yeah. You're such an idiot. I hate that word.
Oh, I hate that word too. That's a bad word in
Yeah.
our house too.
Someone called me a fathead the other day.
Aw.
Is that an American thing?
Child?
That's horrible.
I didn't know what it was. I sort
I've
of
never
looked
heard
at them
that
and then,
term.
huh? Will someone Google it and tell me what it means? Maybe someone in the back production room. I just thought about it just then. You're pathetic. Again, another word you shouldn't be saying. You should avoid labelling your partner when dissatisfied with his or her behaviour. I think I've used that word a few times. You have to do this, telling your partner that you have to do it.
I don't know. I think that if something is that important, you should be clear, rather than kind of what we talked about last week, just seeing if they'll do what you want and then acting passive-aggressively towards them.
Right.
You should make it bluntly clear if something is important that you want it done.
Can someone tell me what fathead means in our production room? Because I really want to know. Because now I'm sitting on it. Now I've brought it up again. I wish I never...
It's not good, Troy. I'm
It's
just gonna
not?
say, no, it's not.
Oh.
It's not. It's an insult. Who called you that? Who called you that?
Someone. I was furious.
Were you driving? Was it because of your
Give us the context.
Yeah.
I don't really know why I was called that. I was sort of... Oh my... It stands for stupid person. Thank you for that. How can I be stupid?
You're not stupid.
Thank you. Thank you. You are such a failure. You should...
Oh, that's
Well, okay,
horrible.
some of these seem obvious.
Yeah, but like, no, but I know, but listen, I have heard people say this about their partners.
Yeah.
And I said to a girlfriend once in Australia, she was having a fight with her husband. We're all out for dinner. And she went to town on him. Now, I'm okay with you having an argument. I really am. I come from a family that argue. Okay? Doesn't faze me. But I really felt bad for the husband because she was going at him. And I also felt that I felt like he was being belittled in front of his mates. That's why we never had double date dinners. It was either the boys or the girls.
Well, that's wrong because she was doing it in front of other people.
Yeah.
That's a separate issue from
It
the
is.
words you're using. That's the words you're using
I
in
got
front
you.
of other
I
people.
got you. I'm going to do one more. You never take me out anymore. Phrases like that type of, you never take me out. Or we've always, we used to have date nights on Wednesday nights.
But what's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I'm not seeing a problem with that one.
Well, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you the story.
I mean, I think I don't see that as belittling or anything like that. To me,
No, these
that's
are words
just,
you shouldn't say
right,
to your partner.
Right, but I mean, I don't see it as a negative thing. I think that, you don't take me out, I think kind of makes the point.
Yeah.
And it shows that your intent is that you do want to go out together with your husband
Okay.
or wife.
All right. Do you think you should use the word babe and things like that with your partner?
Yeah, sure. I
Okay.
think, I don't see anything wrong with
I
that.
mean,
Why?
I personally do not use those words, but
So you don't
doesn't-
say.
I just don't-
You don't say on Friday night when you're having your $6 meal, "Oh, babe, this was so extravagant."
no, I just think it in my head.
Okay, let's move along, everyone. Our best dressed and worst at the Emmys. Now, the Emmys last night were, oh my gosh. Lisa, what did you think?
Okay, first of all, I had to miss the beginning.
What?
I had to miss the beginning. I missed the whole Spicer skit and the whole thing.
That was sort of in the middle.
Was it?
Yeah,
well,
you-
I
you've
came in
obviously
after
missed
because
a bit.
I have to put kids to bed. So, we
okay,
have a routine.
well, just let me tell you about the Spicer. You wouldn't have seen it because you would have been in bed. So the funny thing about Spicer, when they came out and he rolled out with the podium, and everyone literally thought it was Melissa McCarthy. And then the camera panned over to Melissa McCarthy. She was shocked. Everyone was shocked.
Yeah.
Brilliant TV at that point. But I just want to tell our team back in the room, if we could bring up Jane Fonda. I just cannot tell you how amazing this woman looked. She is 79. Look at her. Do we have a full body shot of her? She wore over $2 million worth of jewellery. She's obviously got a hair switch on, just so it doesn't look, it's not real. But look at her. Now, let me explain something, ladies. Bangs work perfectly on someone like this. She's got perfect structure on the face. Look how thick the bangs look. It's all about the eyes and the cheekbones with the bangs.
Interesting.
Doesn't she look stunning?
She absolutely.
But look
looks
at
stunning. All
Dolly
of
in
them
that
did.
photo.
Dolly,
I think she looks great.
Yeah, but
Dolly
look,
was
even around the lips, she still has a few wrinkles, so she doesn't look over. Look at Miss Dolly. They're the best.
aren't they?
I love them.
I know.
All
All
right,
of
now
them,
you
all
talk
three.
about what you've got.
Okay,
the worst dressed.
so we're going to bring up the list of the worst dressed. And I want to get your guys' opinions
Okay.
on this. Okay, first one is Dion Cole, and he wore This plaid suit.
But that's in right now.
Well,
Plaid's in.
yeah, but the fit itself, the tailoring of the jacket wasn't exactly right for it.
I think it's more MTV.
Yeah, it's like, is that awards
It looks like
level?
a couch from the 70s. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, thank you. It just wasn't my cup of tea either. Okay, the next one. The next one was Samantha Bee, our buddy Samantha Bee. And she wore, I mean, the dress itself is really pretty, but they're saying that
Oh, do you think that's pretty?
I like it.
I liked it too. But when you look at the picture closely, it didn't fit quite right in all the right places, I guess. And so that was where.
Oh, this is worse. Good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, okay, and then the third one, this is the last one, Katherine Hahn.
Oh.
And, you know, it kind of, the silhouette drowns out the actress's shape, and it just kind of.
Can I just ask you, what does the blue ribbon stand for again? Does anyone remember?
I don't.
I can't remember. Anyway, best dressed.
Okay, so now we have the best dressed, and Nicole Kidman knocked it out of the park.
Didn't she look stunning?
She looked beautiful. She really did, and her speeches were wonderful too.
Wasn't her speeches? I'm not saying this just because she's Australian, but wasn't her speeches fantastic?
It was. She is wonderful. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of hers after watching last night.
Yeah, and also I think she's really grown into an actress.
Yes.
And I have to say to her, I used to do spin class every day in Australia, and we all know she's Aussie, and I used to have the bike behind her. She's got the best backside you've ever seen. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's tight and perfect, and like, she's gorgeous in real life.
I'm sure
absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And a figure to die for.
Yeah, she's wonderful. Okay, and then next one, another beautiful woman, Jessica Biel. And her outfit was stunning too.
I don't really like that one.
Really? I loved it. I really
she looks
thought.
like she's off
I mean,
to
I think
debut
she
on
looks
ball.
gorgeous just because she's beautiful, but I don't really like that dress. I don't know.
The picture actually, it has, where she's standing, it kind of looked like she had something on the side of her head, like some frilly thing sticking out.
No.
But it wasn't
That's
the case.
That's the Emmy actual picture.
Yes.
But I saw her on stage, and I have to say to you, Lisa, it did work better on stage. Just remember, some of these gowns just don't look great on their own, but when you photograph them, they do look even better. Or if they're moving, vice versa.
I thought that was beautiful. I like the combination of the fabrics. The next one is Julianne Hough.
Oh, wow.
And I wasn't a big fan of this one, but I mean, it's pretty. It is pretty on her, of course.
Well, it's more awards ceremony.
It is. It is. But, you know, then the next one is Shailene Woodley. And I thought this was gorgeous.
Never heard of her.
But I loved it. It was a velvet. I would have
Ralph
liked to have
Lauren,
seen,
I think it is.
I would have liked to have seen a necklace or something. Don't you think? A necklace or something with that? Plain. It's so low cut, and it just seemed like it needed a little bit more. But, I mean, this was best dressed. This is what they said. And then the last one was Michelle Pfeiffer. She looked gorgeous as well, and always does. She looks fantastic. Her husband won all kinds of awards too, so it was really good.
I know. I didn't realize she was married to him, and I've forgotten who his name is. I'm so sorry.
I can't remember either. I'm sorry.
But very famous producer and writer and director for TV, and he's done some of the best shows that are out there. Now, very quickly, we want to go over to you, Katie, and talk about a gift list.
Yeah,
I think this is brilliant.
This was interesting. I saw this blog post online. This is on the Daily Mail. These women are in the UK, and she says she just got a list in the mail from her brother and sister-in-law of gifts to bring to her niece's birthday. Her niece, I believe, was 7, 8 years old. And she says they also insisted on knowing how much she was going to spend, and then they would tell her what to get from the list that she could pick. Do you guys think it's appropriate?
Hold on, you lost me.
They wanted to know how much will you spend, and here's a list of what's acceptable, the exact gifts.
So registry.
Yes, but then on top of that, she's saying it's inappropriate to be hounding me on how much am I going to spend, which category am I going to buy from, is what she's saying.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
That's a bit naughty.
Yeah.
I just totally
But I'm all
disagree
for,
with
listen, if you're inviting me to one of your parties, anyone out there, and you're getting married or it's your engagement, give me a registry. I'm king of
but listen, kids' gifts, though, like birthday parties.
That's
do you think that's
totally
appropriate?
I'm single, gay, and no children. I don't know what to buy these things. So I go to Toys R Us and I'll buy the aisle because I hope to God there's one thing that they love.
Well, usually what I will do, if I'm going to a birthday party, if I've been invited, I will, when I call to confirm that I'm going to be there, I will ask the mother, hey, you know, what is Joey into right now? What kind of toys does he like?
But you know what to ask.
And you know what I mean? But that's all, and then they give you ideas, and then stuff.
But how would you feel being told by your brother, and there were apparently a list of all expensive gifts, like there was not another option? I feel like that's really inappropriate.
Yeah, I think it is too. I do. I think
I would never do that, and especially I saw then people commenting about doing that as adults.
Yeah.
I don't think that you bring, if you're invited to like a birthday dinner or something, I'll do like a little gift, but every adult's birthday, if I was sent a registry.
Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. Look, I'm all for it, no matter what age. I'd take a registry list for a dog's birthday. Do you know what I mean? Trust me. Hey, up next, everyone, will learn from Stidham Reconstruction an investigation how drones can assist in a crime scene reconstruction. He always has good information.
He does,
Joey.
always.
Back after this short break, everyone.